Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lainey. Welcome to another day of Indie Week. As you can tell by the title of today's video, we're going to be doing a video all about the items on my indie wish list. So if you want to see the indie products that I would really like to buy, then just keep on watching. Before we get into that though, please remember to hit that subscribe button so you never miss another video from me. Alright you guys, welcome back to another day of Indie Week. I am so excited. I hope you've been enjoying it so far. I am getting ready to post it soon. I'm filming this on February 19th, so it is coming up fast. In today's video, I just wanted to go over some of the indie makeup products that have been on my wish list. This is one, not an exhaustive list. Two, I'm probably not going to buy everything on this list. That would be a lot of money. I'm on a low buy. I'm trying to control my beauty purchases this year, but it doesn't mean we can't talk about really pretty things. So I anticipate this to be a pretty long video, so let's hop right into it. So first up, we have the brand Cosmetics. I talked about them in a video where I did like 5 indie brands I really want to try. I would love to try Cosmetics. I've heard their matte formula is amazing, and I really lack that in single shadows. I pretty much go for shimmer, so I would really love to try some mattes from Cosmetics. I don't have certain shades that are on my wish list, just like in general, I really want to try Cosmetics. Yeah, they're a Canadian indie brand. I really want to try them one day. Next up, we have another Canadian brand that's on my wish list, and that is Cheekbone Beauty. So Cheekbone Beauty is an Indigenous-owned Canadian makeup brand. I heard of them through Me Loves Makeup. Specifically, the item I want to try is their Shannon liquid lipstick. It looks like a beautiful red, and if I'm wearing red, I prefer a liquid lipstick. This is kind of like a red. It's looking more red on camera, but it's like a brownie red. But I do prefer a liquid lipstick if I'm gonna go with a red, and that one just looked really good. They have some other products too, but that's probably what I want to try the most, and then maybe some glosses. I think they're releasing something new I saw. I'm not sure what they're releasing, but yeah, it's just another brand I want to keep my eyes out for. Then next up on my indie wish list is, you guys probably know, Davina is like my favorite brand of all time. I love their single shadows. And I have pretty much everything I want from them for the most part. I really want to try their green bundle. I'll pop pictures up here, I'm sure. I really want to try their matte green bundle, as well as I want to finish out my round of their special shades. So I'm missing 2 of the Sugar Drops, so I really just want to complete my collection. I know I shouldn't be a completionist, but I want those shades. So those are on my wish list. I will hopefully buy them one day. Then I have Lethal Cosmetics. I really want to try some of their eyeshadows. Again, part of the reason why I haven't is because of their shipping fees to the States. It will bring like a palette up to like $70 or $80. But I will pop the pre-made palette, or the BYOP I made. I pretty much just want to try their purple shadows because I'm missing purple in my collection, and they have some really nice ones. The only thing that's holding me back is I don't know how well their purples perform. I know purple can be kind of like a funky color to formulate. It can be kind of troubling. So I want to make sure that the purple shades that I'm getting are good if I'm going to spend the money on them to, you know, get them from Europe to the States. So those are my wish lists. I have to do some research and reviews on their purple shadows, but I think eventually I will pick some shadows up from them. I think, maybe, we'll see. Next up on my wish list is the Cake palette from Glamlite. This has like been on my wish list for like since it launched. It is a beautiful rainbow palette. So many people talk about how this is like the best rainbow palette if you're going to get a rainbow palette. It looks so pretty, and I've heard great things about the Glamlite formula. So maybe I'll try it one day. They frequently do 30% off sales, so I'd probably pick it up then. But it is a palette that I really want. And speaking of cake, the next item that's on my wish list is the Glam Vice Cake Liner Palette, the pastel one. I picked up some single, like, potted water activated liners from Glam Vice. This is, of course, I picked the black one, but I picked up a few colors and I've been really enjoying them. I'm not wearing eyeliner today, which is a rarity for me. I think I just forgot. But I would love to try their pastel, like, little palette. It is just something I feel like I would want to add to my looks. I've been really enjoying the water activated liners, and seems like it would be a good addition to my collection, just something to have fun with. Next up on my wish list is the Glow Lust from Auric. Everyone's talking about it right now. I did not pick it up on launch. I just really wanted to see non-influencer or non-PR reviews. Everyone seems to really like it. I don't know when I'll purchase it. I think I want to see what else the brand comes out with. I don't have a need for that product right now. I have one that I like and I'm using right now. So not something I'm probably going to buy in the foreseeable future, but I think eventually I will try it out one of these days. Next up, I have, I would love to get some matte singles from Dandelion Co. I've heard amazing things about their mattes, and I think they have a lot of unique mattes. So the ones I want are kind of their recent colorful mattes that they came out with. Again, I'll be popping up pictures, as well as, I forget what it's called, but they have another bundle of matte singles that are pretty unique that I'll pop up here. I think it would just add a lot of value to my collection because they're unique, and I don't have a lot of single matte shadows, so I would like to have those for, you know, build your own palettes. Right now, when I bring in mattes, they're mostly going to be my single shadows from, like, or my like depotted single shadows from ColourPop. So I would like to slowly expand into matte single shadows. So maybe I'll get a little bit of Dandelion Co, maybe a little bit of M Cosmetics, and yeah, so I have quite a few on my wish list. I don't know when I'll buy from Dandelion Co, but I would like to eventually. Next up, I will just pop up pictures. I have a huge Terra Moons wish list. I have a bunch of shadows from them, but I also have more on my wish list. They just came out with like 17 more shadows. I don't want all of them, but I do want a couple. I also would really like to try out some of their neon mattes just to vary up my collection a little bit. I don't own neons, so I think that would be fun to have. Not all of them, because they have quite a few, but I would like to try out their neon mattes, and they have some shimmers. I'm pretty much set, I think, with their iridescent chameleons, but I want the shade UFO from their Cosmic Chameleons, and some of the new shades they came out with have made their way to my wish list. Next up, I do have some wish list items from Tammy Tanuka. So I actually did make an order at the end of December, and I am still waiting for it to get to me. Actually, today I checked the tracking, and it finally cleared in Chicago, so it should get to me next week, which will be the week of Indie Week, which originally I was going to include it in Indie Week, but it didn't get here in time. But if it does, and I am able to make a video with it, then I will, but I don't think it will be. So instead I am having a different brand in place of that, but it's on its way to me. But I still have, I found some more loose pigments that I would have loved to get eventually. I also want to get their dragon palette, their Peaceful Earth Dragon palette, I think it's called. I thought I added it to my order, but I guess I didn't. Their website, it's a Russian company, so I have the Glow Translate on, but I think I just messed up and I didn't add it to my order. So I would eventually like to pick up the Dragon palette. I mean, if I don't end up getting it, it's really not the end of the world, but it is on my wish list. I did get their purple lavender chinchilla palette, which I'm really excited for because purple. Then we have the Menagerie Flight Club palette. I love Menagerie's formula, and I really like the look of the Menagerie Flight Club palette. I don't know if I'll get it right away. I am kind of waiting to see swatches. It's a little more pinky purple than I was hoping for. I'm looking for more of the true purple or cool tone purple, so I don't know. It's still on my wish list, but I don't know if I will be purchasing it right at launch. I think maybe eventually I'll pick it up. Next up is a brand that has been really hard to resist temptation, and that is the About Face brand, which is Halsey's makeup brand. I used to listen to Halsey a lot. I don't really listen or keep up with her music right now, but I have been watching a lot of videos about her makeup brand, and there are some products that I would really like to try. I am kind of waiting because I want to see what else the brand comes out with. Maybe more shades of the eye paints, because the ones that they have right now don't really speak to me. But I'm really intrigued by their liquid highlight as well as their powder highlight, and then their lipstick in the shade Nudist Judas. It looks beautiful and so unique to my collection. Even though I'm not supposed to be buying lip products this year, I really want it. I feel like I'm probably gonna break my rule and buy it. I will have to think of like a punishment. But yeah, I would really like to try About Face. I'm, again, just kind of waiting to see what else they come out with because they are a pretty new brand. So maybe like closer to the fall, I'll buy from About Face. Because because they have some products that I think are really interesting. And finally, we have the Lip Bar. The Lip Bar is a, I guess, local brand to me. They're from Michigan, the Detroit area. They're kind of one of those brands that I really root for, like I have a lot of hometown pride for. And I tried quite a few products from them. I was actually going to do a video about them for Indie Week, but I wanted more time, and then they came out with new products. And yeah, I just felt like I didn't have enough time to evaluate some of the newer products from the Lip Bar in my collection to have it ready for Indie Week. So eventually I'll probably do that. Also, I have some new products that I want to try from them. So, but yeah, so they recently opened, or not opened, but they started being sold at Walmart. They're also sold at some Targets, and they came out with like 8 new products, and there are some that I really want to try. So number 1 is their primer, because I love primers. They're my favorite thing ever. They're not my favorite thing in makeup, but I do love trying primers. I don't know why, I just do. They also came out with like a glow serum, so kind of something like, where did it go? Something kind of like this Wonder Beauty Glotion or the Glow by Auric. One of those kind of products. So that is something I really want to try. They also came out with a quad of eyeshadows, which they came out with some exclusively at Target, and I didn't really like the color story of those, but they came out with like a smoky quad, which I've been looking for, like the perfect smoky, like small palette, and ColourPop came out with one, but I'm not really buying from ColourPop right now. That was like perfect, but I didn't want to buy it. This one looks pretty much perfect for me, so yes, I might go for that. And then also they recently came out with some lip care products, so the lip serum and the lip scrub and the lip balms. I'm mostly interested in the lip serum, but you can't buy the lip serum without the scrub, so I would try it out. I don't mind a lip scrub. I don't need a lip scrub, but I'll use them. They're nice. And yeah, that is my indie wish list. Please let me know down below, like, if you're interested in any of these products or what's on your indie wish list. I would love to know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you like down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!